I Can't Change the World was written by artist Brad Paisley, along with co-writers Chris Dubois and Kelly Lovelace. On the original artist recording, there's a lot of those kind of ambient, reverb-drenched instruments and parts that we totally took out of the background tracks that we have on the site, so you can very clearly hear what's going on the acoustic guitar and the lead guitar. The lead guitar, other than the guitar solo itself, is pretty sparse. There's not a whole lot going on. And for Brad Paisley solo, it's on the more accessible side for his stuff. Obviously, it's still a Brad Paisley solo, so it's going to be on the more advanced side, and it's just got a ton of cool smoking riffs that we're going to learn. The acoustic's actually kind of on the advanced side too.
A bomb goes off in a far-off city. The siren wails right here at home. Every time you light a flame, you just get burned, and you feel like it's all a thing. You feel like you need to learn that no one's gonna say, I bet I can change yours. I can change yours.
One, two, three, four. Alright, that was the introduction to I Can't Change the World by Brad Paisley, which to me was one of the coolest parts in the song guitar-wise. So let's take a look at how we did it. Let's start with our ring finger on the 7th fret of A. We're going to pick that, and then our pointer finger is going to be covering the D, G, and B string on the 5th fret. And so right after we pick the 7th fret of A, we're going to pick the D string and cluck with the 3rd finger on our right hand the 5th fret of the B string, and we're going to do that at the same time. So we had this picked first. Alright, this tutorial is going to cover how to play the verse 1 all the way through the end of the first chorus. So what we're doing is we're not actually using hybrid picking in the verses here. It's all going to be with our pick, but we are going to be kind of arpeggiating these chords and picking through the chords and doing some hammer-ons and pull-offs with our left hand. So let's start by just getting our fingers in the right position for this first progression. We're going to want this 3 chord, it's really an F chord, and we're going to have our ring finger on the 3rd fret of D, middle finger goes on the 2nd fret of G, pointer finger on the 1st fret of B. So that's kind of chord 1. And then we're going to want to get our fingers on this kind of variation of a C chord. 4. Alright, so I love Brad Paisley solos. Most of them I'd classify under the kind of insanely difficult category. And this one I'd say is more like just very hard. So it's a little bit better than a usual Brad Paisley solo, but it's still him, so it's still going to be very challenging. Having said that, if you've got the time and you've got the patience, learning solos like this are really what can make you a better player. We're going to get our fingers on a lot of really great, tasteful licks in this thing. So I'm going to play through it once, in tempo, but a little slower than the recording. And then we're going to go through it note by note, and then we'll play it at full speed along with the metronome. Here's how it sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. break this solo down into 4 different sections. Section 1 will be this. 1, 2, 3. So to start, we're going to get our ring finger on the 5th fret of the A string. We're going to do 1 downstroke and slide up 2 frets, over to the D string, 2 downstrokes on the 5th fret of G, hammer on, and then we're into kind of the meat of this lick, which we're going to have our pointer finger, 3.